What's good, y'all? I'm here to talk about the buffs and changes I've made for my boy Oranguru. He's got some really cool new things going on. I'm gonna quickly address the pure power flavor off rip before I get into the quick disclaimer stuff, just because I know people are gonna be eyeing that and wondering why I chose that. So pure power's name in Japanese is yoga power, and Oranguru, is very like meditation, serene, like it's literally called the sage Pokemon, right? Um, so it fits, Yoga Power, which again, Metacham is the only Pokemon with pure power, and the flavor of pure power is just that it's like yoga, like psychic type, energy, whatever. So very much fits Oranguru in that regard. And then also, he's a giant fucking orangutan, and I don't know if y'all know, most of y'all probably do. Orangutans will fuck you up, man. Like they are incredibly strong. So I think Oranguru being mixed also fits in that way. Obviously, like his kind of personality doesn't fit very physical attacking. Like he's solitary, doesn't take much action, whatever. I get that, but I think it's still cool for him to be a mixed attacker. I love me some mixed attackers. If you're new here, you don't know my approach. I do love me a good mixed attacker, especially in Scrambled Scarlet when you have move relearner. It's so easy to switch between special and physical sets, and you can switch your abilities at will, and it's super super fun to use. But yeah, with all that, with me explaining pure power out of the way, I want to have a quick disclaimer for new viewers. Shout out to you. Appreciate you watching. Make sure y'all read the description. I have a bullet point list explaining the basics of the ROM hack, and then when you're done with that, when you're done with this video, you can check out my Google Sheet link down below, which has the Pokemon changes sheet on it. It's not the Pokemon changes. It has Pokemon changes, but most importantly the move guide, where you can check out all of the buffs and changes on here. So definitely give that a little read. Super important to understand how the Pokemon function. I don't have time to get into every single move, buff, and change in all my videos, right? So Oranguru. Yeah, so pure power, pretty fitting there, and as you can read, it says his attack equivalent is roughly base 148 with 55 attack. I did drop it a bit just because I didn't like it being that much higher than his special attack, because while Grassy Surge and Sap Sipper have good utility, it's still, I feel like pure power would overshadow it a bit, especially with like the fake out stuff and fling and all that stuff. So I wanted to drop it just a tiny bit, just so you have even more reason to still use the special attacking stat. And again, with Movie Learner and Teamlocked Nuzlocke, which is what this game is balanced around, you're supposed to be taking advantage of each Pokemon's multiple tools. You're not supposed to be switching your party members. You're supposed to be using your Oranguru in a bunch of different ways. So for one boss fight, you might run a physical. Next one, you might run like a bulky Grassy Surge. Obviously, Sap Sipper is good. I mean, it fits him in the fact that he's an orangutan, that makes his fans out of leaves and stuff. I think giving these jungle Pokemon like immunity to grass is just really neat. Spoiler alert: Passimian also has Sap Sipper and is also a normal type to match Oranguru, because they're kind of counterparts, like game variants. So that's pretty sick. But yeah, Grassy Surge is really cool because again, he has that fan made out of leaves, and I don't know, he just has the vibes for Grassy Surge. I think it's really cool. I love triple typed Pokemon like this, where it's like they're kind of almost like triple typed because of the ability. He also has access to exclusive Protect, which is limited in this hack. If you're new here and you don't know why that is, pause the video right now, and you can read all this to understand why Protect is limited. But that's really good because it gives you free Grassy Surge healing. So you can do like Leech Seed, Protect, Grassy Surge, Leftovers, and heal a shitload each turn. Very, 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 very fun. You also have Slack Off and Jungle Healing, both of which heal you a lot as well. Jungle Healing is an exclusive heal move, and then obviously Slack Off heals you more over time, but heals you less in one turn and isn't priority. So you can have use cases for both moves. And then offensively, yeah, he's got all types of fun stuff. So in terms of grass moves, so he does have that, again, Grassy Surge gives him a 30% boost, right? So Energy Ball becomes much stronger. Seed Flare and Leaf Storm become much, much stronger. I also gave him access to those moves early on in the mid-40s, just to kind of encourage the use of that Grassy Surge more. And then again, Sap Sipper is always just good to have that immunity. You're not using the attack boost necessarily, but it's just good to have. I mean, a normal Psychic with immunity to grass, that means you're immune to grass and Ghost, which is pretty unique. And then you also resist Psychic, so pretty good traits there. And he's very bulky, 90, 80, 115 is good with investment. You can slap on either physical or SPDF EVs depending on the situation. And obviously his actual special attack is very high, 135, so slightly weaker than his physical attack with pure power, but again, you're trading off the Grassy Surge utility, the Sap Sipper. Also, your move pool is different on both sides. I also gave him access to special moves earlier than the physical ones. For example, like Psycho Boost is earlier than Psycho Warp. Not that much earlier, actually, but Psycho Boost is, Psycho Boost, and then Psycho Warp is Psychic type close combat, so that's pretty cool. He's also got tons of great new coverage moves, as you can see on screen, and he's got good utility, stuff like Encore. I already covered the Leech Seed Protect stuff. That's super fun, man. I would love to just stall with Grassy Surge, Leech Seed Protect. Power Trick is kind of a funny gimmick. You could do Power Trick Pure Power, and then now you have base 80 attack with Pure Power, which is obviously like insanely strong. And then you can take advantage of Fling and Think Fast. Think Fast is physical Psychic Attack priority. So yeah, Think Fast and Fling plus Power Trick is kind of a cool little combo. Obviously, you can also just do Bulk Up to boost your attack, but I don't know. I think Power Trick is a cool little fun option to experiment with. Also, before you get access to the Bulk Up TM as well. Fake Out is incredibly strong with Pure Power. Fake Out plus Think Fast can allow you to get kills, you know, and ranges that you wouldn't otherwise be able to hit. Trick Room is obviously great on something like this. Fling, so as you can read, if you're new here and you don't know Fling yet in this game, Fling is a exclusive. I only give it to monkey Pokemon and select a few other Pokemon. So it's very strong because it's Stab on Oranguru, it's also Stab on Pissimian, and it's Stab on a bunch of other monkeys, but yeah, it's really strong because it's essentially a priority 100 to 130 power move. So you can use it for utility to status. I would say the best of those three, excuse me, would be the Flame Orb for a free burn. So you can either get a priority burn, or more impressively, I would say this thing can combo into anything. Once you get access to that endgame Fling, keep in mind it's endgame for a reason because it's so strong. Fake Out into Fling kills like pretty much anything, and then if it doesn't, you still have Think Fast to finish them off after that. You also have Seed Shot and other stuff as well, but yeah, Think Fast, Stab. Because Fling is always going to flinch, so it's priority, it's single use, 1 PP, and you give up your item slot as well, so it's an incredible move. Very fun to abuse. You can also do some like slow pivoting stuff with Baton Pass plus Grassy Surge. And also it's nice to switch to Grassy Surge, especially if you need to counter the AI's terrain. Say if they have a Psychic Surge team or a Electric Surge team, you can send in your Grassy Surge and counter that. You can also activate and support your teammates with Grassy Surge, like for example if you have because every single special attacker in this game gets Terrain Pulse now, so you can, you know, Grassy Surge, switch out, and now you have Terrain Pulse, Grass type move on any of your Pokemon. That's really cool. If you have a Camouflage Pokemon, that's good. If you have, you know, even just for the residual healing, it's useful. You can do Grassy Seed shenanigans too to make you even bulkier with Oranguru. Grassy Seed is +1 Fizz Def, so yeah, you become really bulky physically with Grassy Seed, plus Leech Seed, plus Protect. So that's really fun. Obviously, you are risking crits with Grassy Seed, but it's still good. Yeah, very fun Pokemon, man. Yeah, that Fling is incredibly strong. Belly Drum on the end game is very strong. Obviously, it can be a little bit difficult to get off, but if you can get it off, then obviously, if you want to play that way, I personally wouldn't encourage sweeping and setting up and stuff, but if you want to play that way, then you can do Fling, Belly Drum, Think Fast combo, right? In terms of special priority, you have Think Fast, Terrain Boosted Leaf Flurry, sorry, not Think Fast, Influx. Influx, Terrain Boosted Leaf Flurry, Mud Shot, and Shockwave, so those are all good special priority options as well. You've got Mind Pulse for debuffing, same with Chilling Water. You've got Hypnosis for consistent sleep with Wide Lens, buffed Wide Lens. You've got good coverage. I mean, you got EQ, Earth Power, Play Rough, Takedown, Rock Slide, Mud Bomber, Aura Sphere, all types of good coverage. That's just me listing off a bunch of random ones. There's a bunch more than that. You can just look at the screen and see what those are. So yeah, I think I've covered pretty much everything I need to talk about. Surprisingly, I did this in a short amount of time. I could talk about more like implications of things, but I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter, so yeah, I think I'll leave it up there. Super strong, mixed attacking, Oranguru, super cool. He's got the grass abilities, he's got the physical pure power, the yoga power. Very cool, a very underappreciated Pokemon. I really like this guy, so let me know what you think. That, oh, also Swift, I forgot to mention, Swift is also a stab priority. I did not mention that. So yeah, Swift and Influx for the special side, and Leaf Flurry, and then 2 coverage ones as well. So you do have way more priority options on the special side, but of course your physical priority is really strong with Pure Power and Fake Out, which is why Fake Out is so late into the game, right? Because Fake Out is so fucking strong on this thing with Pure Power and Stab. So yeah, that's a very good tool late game to just Fake Out into Think Fast / Fling, kill things. And of course, with Move Relearner, I mean, Move Relearner makes Pokemon like this so much more fun to use, because in Sweltering Sun, you really have to commit to the bit, but in this game, you have full flexibility. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's really fun, so yeah, very excited for that. Thanks for listening. Leave a comment down below if you made it to the end, y'all. Peace.